So there's your cutouts. We're using the framing square, just like everybody wanted to see. Hey guys, Eric here with Project DIY. In today's video, we're going to do a video. I've done something similar, but I'm going to do it a little bit different. It's actually my most popular video. If you haven't watched this video right here, go check it out. It's where I make stair stringers. I made a jig, put it on there. I've gotten more good comments than bad comments, but I've got a lot of people like, why don't you use a framing square, blah, blah, blah. You put the nuts on it. I get it. That is the proper way to do it. I have one. That's what we're going to use today. The other, just so y'all know, this is Project DIY. Some people that watch this channel may not have all the tools that a professional, or even maybe not a professional, but somebody that does have some tools like me. I'm not a professional, but I got a lot of tools. I got one of these squares, and I'm going to show you guys how to use it today. But you know what? Even you could be a professional, and you may have left that. So that video could have been helpful. You create that jig, you still get your work done, and you're not having to try to either go buy one or send somebody back to the shop to go get it. So that was the main thrust behind that video. Like I said, I appreciate y'all watching it. You know, send comments. That's fine. If you want to be ugly about it, that's your decision, whatever. I'm just here to help people out. I got a lot of people that said stuff. Like I said, more good than bad. Some people did say something about the music. So just so you know, once you've YouTube, it's all encrypted and it's loaded. I can't change that. That was one of my videos I made when I first started. I don't really put background music while I'm talking anymore because it is a little bit of a distraction. So that was some of the negative comments, and I do apologize for that, but I can't go back and redo it because I'll have to redo the whole entire video, and it just unfortunately, it was a learning curve. One of my first videos, didn't know anything about it, and you can't change it after the fact. So I do apologize for that. So we're gonna get into this video. I'm not doing quite as extensive. I'm not gonna necessarily cut all these and show you exactly every single step, but I'm gonna show you what's going on so that if you have these, you can still make it yourself with the regular framing square, and that way you can still get your job done. And then if you want, check out, like I said, go check out this video. It's, for me, it's my most popular video, and I appreciate everyone that has watched it. I never would have dreamed it would have had that many views. Last I've looked, as of this video, has 1.4 million views, so go check it out even if you haven't watched it. Or if you have watched it, hey, go check it out again. Maybe you'll learn something that you missed. So let's get into this. So let's see if we can get these stringers made, show you guys how to make them so you can start your project, get it done correctly, because stringers really are not too terribly bad. It seems kind of bad, but it's not. So let's get into this, see if we can figure it out. All right, so here's your framing square, okay? We've got a big framing square. What a lot of people recommend is they have these buttons that go on here. They slide back and forth. You can screw them on. You can adjust it. I do not have those, okay? So that is something that is nice because you can tighten it down and it works just as that jig, and you're able just to bump it up against it and slide it right on down your piece of wood, and you don't have to worry about adjusting anything. So what I did here is, this is kind of wore out. You can't see the numbers very well. So what we did is just pull down. We're going to use this mark and use this mark. It's nothing exact. I'm just going off marks that are actually already on here, but this is the way that it works. So this right here is going to be your rise, how high you're stepping up, okay? How far up you're stepping, and this is your run, how deep that your step is. So all you're going to do is you're going to go and place this on your piece of wood here, okay? You're going to line up. Here's my, I know you probably can't see in the video, but here's my line here, and here's my line. We're going to go and put this on the edge of the board, put that one on the edge of the board. We'll hold it down. We're going to draw our mark. And then when we come back here, we're going to take this. Goes off our line where it just ended, that mark there. Like I said, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's our mark. Put our other mark on the board. Hold it down. Make our thing there. One more, I think I'm gonna, let's see if I got enough room for one more. I do not. This is just a short board that I had. So it's same thing. So that gives me 2 stringers. This would almost be 3. So let's just say you needed 8. You would go down through that whole entire thing, do it 8 times, okay? You're gonna come back. These are the pieces that are gonna come out. Take your saw, cut up through each one of these, finish it with your Sawzall, because you're gonna have your saw will only cut so far unless you cut into this, and you don't want to start cutting further. You don't want to cut further this way and further this way with your saw, because then you're impacting the integrity and the strength of your board that you have left that you're taking the stair out of. So you want to have as much meat here as you can. That's going to give it more strength. All right, so this is the top where it's going to sit at up here. So you can go ahead and finish scoring that off around here. So when you make your cut, you can either finish your cut here and then nub that off, or cut that first. and then nub this here, whichever, it doesn't matter either way. You can use your square, you can find another straight edge, it doesn't matter. This is what comes out, this is what the board is that you're going to be using, your actual stringer, and this is the part where you will fasten it to whatever it is that you're using. So I want to make that as clear as I can, because I have a lot of people in the questions and comments, if you look at how do you do the top, because I done it but I didn't really show it in the other video that I told you about. So I did show this, but I don't think I showed that very well. So I wanted to clarify that, because I've had a lot of people ask that question. So that is how you do it. It's as simple as I'll get out. Then at the bottom, let me show you this, because I did show you that on the last one. When you get to the bottom, whatever you're using, so we would actually finish, let's do this. We would have finished like this. So let's just put this pretty close where it would be like that. The last one on the very bottom, let's say you did 8, so you would have done 8, and that would have been the start of the 9th one, okay? Then what we're gonna do is, however far this is, so let's just say it's 6 inches, just for kicks and giggles. Let's say it's 6, we're actually gonna pull 5. I have 6 pulled, let's go back to 5. Let's say we're using a decking board, because a decking board is an inch, okay? If he was using 2x4s or 2x6s, which is actually 1.5 inches, you would have pulled back 1.5 inches. Actually, let's do this. Let's draw 5 there. Let me draw another line just so I know I'm right, because I think I'm not. Yeah, that's what I thought. 5 and 5. So you would draw back 5 inches. Gonna make our mark, okay? So we was pretending this was 6, okay? So we pulled 6, then we knocked it back 1 inch, because we're gonna put a 5/4 board. So what you're gonna do then is you're gonna cut this off, and you're gonna cut this off. So this cut will go out. It doesn't matter which one you cut first, it doesn't matter. Cut that one out, and then you're gonna come along here and cut this out. And that's gonna give you this shape right here that's left. This is gonna be the base of your treads, of your stringer. So when you get done, it's gonna be sitting just like that on the ground. That'll flip over. So, and you're asking, well, why do I cut it off? Okay, well, here's the reason why. So let's say we was wanting a 6-inch rise, which is how far up you step, okay? So 6 inches, but we cut this down to 5, but we're gonna add 1 inch here, so that's gonna make it 6. Well, this here's already 6, but when you add that inch here, that's gonna make it 5. So it's gonna make it 5, but when you put the next one on here, that's gonna make that one 6. So that's why we do that, because if you don't, your numbers are not going to be right when you get done. You're going to come back and you're going to have, if you don't cut this down, you're going to have, instead of 6 here, you're going to have a 7-inch step. And you say, well, that's fine. The 7-inch step still works. Yes, it does. But when you're calculating this all out to meet what your height of what you have for your step, it is not going to work. So this is an important step. Make sure you do it. All right, guys, so that right there is the basics of it. Like I said, I didn't do the full cutout like I did on my other video. Like I said, if you want to see how I did do that, go check it out. I show the full layout of it. It's the same thing once you draw it, whether you use this, you use a jig, you use the ones with the buttons on it. You're gonna get the same result as long as you do the process correctly. So I did want to show you how to use one of these. Like I said, I've gotten, you wouldn't believe some of the comments that I get. You could probably search back through there and see them if you wanted to. I didn't delete them, but you get some people that, like I said, more good than bad, but you get a lot of people that maybe they're mad they didn't think of it themselves or didn't put it on YouTube themselves. I don't know. But regardless, it works either way. That works whether you have the buttons or not the buttons, but that is how you do stringers, period, whether it's with the jig or with the squares. But I want to show you guys with the square. So those of you that say, hey, the square is the best way to do it, here you go. Watch this video now. Everybody be happy. And guys, I hope this is helpful for you. And like I said, if you want a little bit more in depth, go check out this other video here. It will show you everything that you need. Yeah, I think that pretty well covers it. So guys, we appreciate y'all watching. I got some more stuff coming. I know I haven't been posting as regular, but it's been really busy lately, and just I got some big stuff I'm working on right now. Guys, so as always, we appreciate y'all watching. If you would, subscribe to the channel, share the videos, like the videos, and as always, why hire a guy when you can DIY? Thanks for watching.